everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Cynthia and I am a part-time reseller, mostly on Poshmark, but I do sell on the other apps. And today I wanted to share with you guys what I sold in February, and this is going to cover the 1st through the 15th. And I sold 37 items. 34 of those were on Poshmark, one was on eBay, one was on Mercari, and the other one was on Facebook Marketplace. And it was a total of 1,604 gross, and this is before fees and cost of goods. So we're gonna start with Poshmark. First item that sold are these Sam Edelman Alwyn black leather pumps, and these came to me in my Thredup shoebox collab that I did with Alexis Schrock. If you guys haven't seen that video, I will link it below. These sold for $30, and after fees I made 24. They did take 17 days to sell. Next item that sold that was also in that Thredup shoebox collab that I did with her were these Marona pink espadrille wedge sandals in a size 7, and these sold for $19. After fees I made $15.20, and the buyer was very happy. She left me 5 stars and she said, "Thank you so much. I was so excited to get these. I have a black pair that I bought in clearance at Target and have been kicking myself ever since that I didn't buy the pink ones too." So these took 17 days to sell, and I was very happy that I got to send a buyer an item that they really wanted. Next item that sold is this Brooks Sherpa Shamrock white hat, one size, new with tags. This came to me in a Thredup phone box, and it sold for $22. After fees I made $17.60, and this took 21 days to sell. Next item that sold were these Unisa Moby ankle wedge boots in a size 8. These came to me in a Thredup shoebox, sold for $30. After fees I made $24, and they took 48 days to sell. Next item that sold was this Forever 21 Aztec Tribal jumpsuit in a size small. This came to me in a Thredup Forever 21 box that is actually sadly not available anymore. I bought that box when it first came out, and I ended up keeping most of the items, but I did list this to in my Poshmark closet, and it sold for $15. After fees I made $12, and it took 100 days to sell. Next item were these Hunter Original Tall Rain black boots in a size 8. These came to me in a Thredup shoebox, sold for $76, and after fees I made $59.30, and they took 20 days to sell. Next was the St. John Sport red cardigan sweater in a size medium. I thrifted this. I can't remember exactly what I paid, but I believe I paid $10 for it. Sold for $60, and after fees I made $48, and it took 33 days to sell. Next were these Donald J. Pliners Delta Camo Distressed boots in a size 9.5. Sold for $59. After fees I made $47.20, and these did come to me in a Thredup shoebox. Took 57 days to sell. Next were these Coach Mary Alice white python wedges in a size 10. These also came to me in a Thredup shoebox. They took 109 days to sell. Sold for $45. After fees I made $34.50. This next item was a new to me brand, Innov 8 Fast Light 335 weightlifting training CrossFit sneakers in a size 8. I did thrift these for $8, and they did look like quality, so I picked them up. Sold for my full asking price of $99. After fees I made $79.20, and the buyer was very happy. They left me 5 stars. Super fast shipping. Product was as described. Very happy. So they did take 25 days to sell, so they sold very quickly. Next were these Adriano Goldschmidt legging super skinny jeans, vegan leather in a size 31. These were new with tags. I thrifted these for $8, and they sold for $55. After fees I made $44, and they took 18 days to sell. Next item were these Lotto men's Stratosphere tennis shoes in a size 11. They sold for $60, and after fees I made $48. I thrifted these for $10. and they took 14 days to sell. Next item that sold was this Coach Taxi Zip Monogram Tote bag in the color of chalk khaki. Sold for $70. After fees, I made $56, and this bag came to me in a Thredup Coach box. And I did have an issue with this buyer. If you guys want to see, you can go to my Poshmark closet under this listing and you'll see how everything played out. But it wasn't the smoothest transaction, let's just say that. Next item was a Skilligan and O'Malley black lace mesh bra in a size 40C, new with tags. This came to me in a Thredup fun box and it sold for $20. After fees, I made $16 and it took 50 days to sell. Next was this Victoria's Secret polka dot panties, size medium, new with tags. This came to me in a Thredup fun box and they sold for $9. So after fees, I made $4.55. They did take 25 days to sell. I was not a large sale by any means, but it was very easy to list, easy to store, easy to ship. So very happy to make even the small sales because it all adds up. Next were these Peds 6 pairs of black ankle socks. These were new, but the packaging was open, which I did disclose in the listing. This came to me in a Thredup fun box. They sold for $15. After fees, I made $12, and they took 17 days to sell. Next was this Nike Abstract Geometric one-piece swimsuit in a size 16. I thrifted this for $5, and it sold for $35. After fees, I made $28. It took 82 days to sell. The buyer did open a return case on this item based on fit, but since Poshmark doesn't allow returns for fit, they denied the case and released my earnings to me. Next were these Vance slip-on checkerboard skate shoes in a size 7.5. These came to me in a Thredup shoebox and they sold for $35. After fees, I made $28 and the buyer left me 5 stars and said in great condition and came a day early. They took 53 days to sell. Next item that sold were these Michael Kors A-Lee black studded pumps in a size 7.5. These came to me in a Thredup shoebox and they sold for $45. After fees, I made $34.50 and they took 27 days to sell. Next was this Clark's Trigenic Comfort Slip-On Loafers in a size 8. These sold for $30 and after fees, I made $24 and these came to me in a Thredup shoebox and took 78 days to sell. Next item that sold were these Tory Burch pink leather ballet flats in a size 10. I thrifted these for $8 and they sold for $45. After fees, I made $36 and they took 35 days to sell. Next was this Vance Checkerboard slip-on loafers. I paid $10 at the thrift store for these and they sold for $31. After fees, I made $23.30 and they did take 2 days to sell. Next were these Under Armour Bandit 2 sneakers in a size 8.5. They sold for $40. After fees, I made $30.50 and I thrifted these for $10. Sold in 63 days. Next were these Michael Kors Alley sneakers in a size 7.5. These came to me in a Thredup shoebox and they sold for $40. After fees, I made $32 and they took 122 days to sell. Next item I sold was this Auden plus size balconette white lace bra in a size 46 double D. This was new with tags, came to me in a Thredup fun box, sold for $15. After fees, I made $12 and the buyer left me 5 stars and said very nice bra, love it. And this bra took 8 days to sell. These next items were in my ship with me video. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it below. And it was this Coach Bleaker bucket duffel brown leather bag, came to me in a Thredup Coach box, sold for $135 and after fees I made $106.50 and it took 47 days to sell. Next was this Lane Bryant white faux leather ankle boots in a size 9. These came to me in a Thredup shoebox and sold for $45. After fees, I made $34.50, and they took 3 days to sell. Next was this Nike Air Max 2015 sneakers in a size 7, sold for $60, and I made $48 after fees, and I thrifted these for about $10, and they took 97 days to sell. Buyer left me 5 stars and said excellent condition, fit me like they were made for me. Next were these Converse black low top sneakers in a size 7, sold for $25. After fees, I made $20, and these came to me in a Thredup shoebox, and they took 4 days to sell. Next was this Tory Burch blue and orange wallet that was featured in my Thredup name brand box. It was actually in the thumbnail. It came to me in a Thredup name brand box, and it sold for $40. It did have a lot of wear, or else I could have probably got more. After fees, I made $32, and it took 6 days to sell. Next were these Converse Shoreline black sneakers in a size 9, sold for $25, and after fees, I made $20. And these actually sold within hours of listing, so they sold within the same day. And actually, Converse is becoming a bread and butter brand. I get them a lot in these Thredup shoe boxes, and they do sell consistently for me. And I suggest if you can buy them cheap enough at the thrift store. Normally, I don't pick them up unless they are some sort of like different print. The solid sneakers don't sell for that much, so I probably wouldn't pick them up at my thrift store prices unless it's a more unique print. But if you can get them at the bins or for cheap, then I probably would recommend picking them up because they are consistently selling. Next are these Michael Kors Kendrick Espadrille loafer flats in a size 6.5. I thrifted these for $10, and they took 4 days to sell. Sold for $49. After fees, I made $37.70. Next was this Monique Louhelier, I think is how you pronounce it, Inez pink lace mini dress in a size 2. I thrifted this dress for $8, and I did accept an offer of $125. After fees, I made $92.55, and it took 125 days to sell. The last item that I sold on Poshmark were these Rock Revival Rosh Distress men's jeans in a size 33. These came to me in a recent Thredup men's box, and they sold for $75. After fees, I made $60. They took 5 days to sell, and I got a lot of offers on these, but I'm glad I waited for a higher offer because they sold very quick. So my one sale on Mercari were the Sandgrens Saragosso clogs. They sold for $68. After fees, I made $58.93, and these came to me in a Thredup shoebox. Next was this sale that I made on Facebook Marketplace, and it was this Tundra Canada sweater in a size large, and this sold for my full asking price of $80. And after fees, since they only take 5%, I made $75. I thrifted it for $7, so this was a really good sale. And my last sale was on eBay, and they were these Alfani Tigger red suede penny loafers in a size 10. And I thrifted these for $10, and they sold on eBay for $25. So those were my sales for the 1st to the 15th. And I was really happy with that. I sold a lot of like different price points, a lot of items, and I think my favorite sale was probably the Coach bucket bag. That was a really cool bag. It had that big Coach logo on the bottom, and that sold for a good amount. I've noticed that the vintage Coach, like with the solid leather, those do a lot better. And yeah, that was my favorite sale. Let me know what your favorite sale was and how were your guys' sales. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Story time, you guys. So some of you follow me on my Instagram, so you guys already know the story, but I sold this Coach Taxi Zip Monogram Tote Chaw Khaki purse for $70, and it came to me in a Thredup Coach box. So the buyer sends me an offer of $70 on this purse. I had it listed, I think, for like 90 or 100, can't remember the exact amount. I accept her offer, and then the next day, and I'm actually going to read it to you guys here directly from my laptop. The very next day, she says, "May I cancel this order? I just realized that this isn't the exact one I wanted." So on Poshmark, when you send someone an offer and they accept it, it's binding. So you cannot cancel that order. When you buy something outright, you have 3 hours to cancel it. But when you make an offer, you're committing to that offer and you can't cancel. So it doesn't allow the buyer to cancel. So that's why she was asking me to cancel. So I responded and I said, "I'm sorry, but I can't cancel transactions that were accepted via offer since they are binding. You are more than welcome to repost the item when it arrives and use my photos and description." And she said, "I actually reached out to Poshmark and asked to cancel my order. They are the ones who said you could cancel the order before you ship it. They also said because this purse isn't authentic, because it has no serial number, that when it gets delivered, I can request a refund from them because it's illegal to sell a replica or a fake, which this purse is." So I knew that it was buyer's remorse and that she was just basically trying to attack, me so I could cancel the order and like try to intimidate me. So I responded and I said, Poshmark states in their frequently asked questions, orders placed through an offer are final sale and cannot be canceled as an accidental purchase. So she says, counterfeits are not allowed to be sold as well, meaning no replicas or fake designer items, and this purse is. So since she said it again, I was gonna originally cancel the order, but I was a little triggered by that because I was like, are you kidding me? So I said, resorting to accusing me of selling a fake when you have no idea what you're talking about. The purse is 100% authentic. The tag on the inside pocket shows F34104, which identifies this purse. It's not on the creed, and it wasn't. Normally all Coach purses have that serial number on the creed. So she said, I need to see a picture of it attached to the purse before I believe just random numbers you have typed. And that's how she wrote it. It wouldn't just say F34104. It would also have another set of numbers. Can you share an image? Technically, it's my bag now, so I don't know why you would be opposed to showing me the actual serial number. So I got the bag. I made a video showing the tag, and I said, just uploaded a video showing the tag. It's the first listing in my closet. So she got really upset after that, and she started calling me a con artist. That why did I label the bag as a $400 bag, which I don't think anyone pays attention to what we put on the original retail price. I mean, they're more focused on your listing price. I mean, at least that's how I feel. So she called me a con artist, and I ended up sending her the purse. She knew that she had no grounds to open up a return. So she left me a 1-star review and said, didn't even want to give 1 star. Description was correct regarding the flaws, but definitely not worth the money I paid for it. Knowing it was a factory purchase with blemishes, definitely went into the trash. Terrible purchase, will not be buying again. So I blocked her after that, and I got my money. I know the point is that, we should keep our buyers happy, but this person just, it's not really good to tell someone that their item is fake, especially when it's not. So that was my point. I was trying to tell her, you're attacking me and you don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, well, this is a Coach factory bag, so it's not worth that much. And I'm like, you made an offer on it, so you didn't know what you were buying. So sometimes you get the crazies, but for the most part, my buyers are happy, and everything works out okay. But yeah, that was crazy to me. Moving on. Sorry for the rant and sorry for the long explanation. Just want to be transparent that, if you resell online, you come across people that sometimes will try to attack you, will try to take advantage of the situation, will not know the requirements on the apps, and, they get upset at you over it. So it's normal. and I felt like I handled it in a professional way. I mean, I don't know. Moving on. So we have